Watch this. My boy Nick Cannon is so petty.
How petty is he?
He couldn't get Carter B, so he got Azelia ugly ass.
Wait a minute.
I shouldn't laugh. And I should have a hat on as well because my hair is looking madness. Let me tell you something real quick. Listen, we're talking about Azelia Banks's crazy evil comments about DC Young Fly. When I say evil in terms of like the maliciousness and the timing and the season of it, that's what makes it sickly, right? And the video resurfaced obviously just recently of what happened as to what she was describing was that moment that she comments in her comments, and we'll break that down and give you that as well. But this video is about 2 minutes long. DC Young Fly and her kind of go back and forth. He calls her ugly, then talks about her teeth. She cusses him, says he's broke, says he's gay, says he's this. You can go and watch it. I won't play the whole thing. But, I think I want to be very honest. We never know what someone's insecurities are, right? First and foremost, I don't advocate I never want to call someone ugly in person. I never want to call someone ugly in person. I think it's very painful. It's hurtful. I think talking about women's appearance is a no-no. I think we should stay clear of that because I think a lot of our value is tied into women's appearances. And I think we should stay away from men in terms of value and finances. I don't want to hear women talk about men's finances because that's where their value also is and lies. So neither party should be talking about certain things that are going to trigger the other party. That being said, there is no way that you've done me so dirty that I wish that your wife or your girlfriend or fiance who didn't do me dirty dies. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to be happy about it. Like, I'm never going to get to a place where I'm going to be excited or even smile to myself or be like, well, you deserve that. Where your partner dies. Like, I can more understand if it was DC that passed away, and God bless the soul that he hasn't passed away, and unfortunately his partner has, right? I can kind of understand that. I still would be against it, but I can kind of understand that, right? But the fact is, it's his partner. So it's like making comments, and it's not like she said anything about her necessarily passing, but it's the comments that have been made, which is wild to me because like your timing, your season, this is not the time for this conversation, babe. This really isn't. Azelia Banks, come on. And it's like you're showing your tale of how wicked you are. You're talking about someone and how they spoke about your appearance. Okay, but now you're choosing to do evil too, and you're commenting on a time and a season where someone has passed. This ain't the time. You should have been sending love and light. And hopefully you could even branch the relationship with the person. This is time to even send an olive tree or olive branch to branch the situation. Not now double down and say some wild stuff, which was concerning the person, on the show, right? So we'll look at the message and we'll play this message. So I don't even say it. So she's put here, damn, DC Young Fly spent years disguising his own deeply rooted hatred of self as jokes pointed at women's beauty, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness onto women perfectly secure in their own skin. Say what you want about my tears. They were pure tears of rage, and not at all a sign of weakness. Because in the end, I won. I'm happy I cried and moved on. That Jacky O girl must have been so deeply insecure about herself, and the nerve of DC to call such a gorgeous woman as Azelia Banks third person. That's wild. Ugly on national television while a bunch of black people laughed. Something about Azelia Banks always gives me, mentally unstable. Just because the way that she talks. So now you've put herself in third person, saying the nerve of you to call Azelia Banks. That's third person. Ugly. Like, slightly narcissistic almost in a sense. But it's like, it's crazy that you would turn that moment into a third person moment. Not only that, but you comment upon the fact that Jacky must have been so insecure because he felt some way about women's appearances. Now, look, we can have a discussion maybe another time about whether, and I haven't listened to much of his content, so I'm not sure whether he could be colorist or whether maybe he could be colorist or maybe he has self-hate. And so therefore he might have been going harder on darker skinned women. That could be a conversation, right? But it's not for now. This is not the time, nor the season, nor the place to start that conversation right now, right? You send your love and your light, and you send blessings from the Lord, and that's it. You go about your business. You leave it at that. Some things are not meant to be said. It's not everything that you have on your mind that you say, because you can't take it back once it's said. And we need to understand that you know, I get it. You were hurt in those moments by what he did. You were hurt by what he said. You were hurt by the fact that he called you ugly and then spoke about your teeth and then spoke about your appearance. Yeah, you gave as good as you gave back when he in response to him. But the reality of the situation is that should not want to cause you to be in this moment almost gloating, saying, "I won." You won what? Someone's life was lost. And this is not even somebody who's killed many people. It's his girl, the mother of his children. You won. How did you win? It's pure voodoo and witchcraft for me when you start talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't win by you seeing the other person lose the partner or the love of their life. That's crazy to me. Crazy to me. Crazy to me. I'll leave it there. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification uploads. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked, saluted. That is nuts. Have some shame.